Okay, we've Naoise Kavanagh here today to talk to us about ReachOut Ireland. Welcome, Naoise. Naoise, tell us what is ReachOut Ireland?
We run two online services, ReachOut.com and ReachOutParents.com. And we started up in Ireland in 2009, 2010, running ReachOut.com, which is aimed at 12 to 25-year-olds. And our mission is helping young people get through tough times. So online, we provide information, support and advice about all of the things that can have an impact on your mental health, from friendships, relationships, moving schools, starting college, going through transition year, starting secondary school, managing time management and mental health problems like depression, psychosis and anxiety. We also provide information on how to access different services and what's available to you at different transitional periods in your life. We ran an annual user profile survey to find some richer insights about the users or the visitors to the site. And we discovered through that about 20% of our traffic were people who were concerned about a young person and not in our sort of target audience themselves. And that was either parents. Majority of them were parents. Some were teachers or youth workers. So it was through that we started working with the Health Promotion Unit in NUIG Galway, and we ran a needs assessment around the country with parents to find out what information they felt they needed to support youth mental health. We also ran some focus groups with young people as well to make sure that that we got their insight as to what they thought that how parents could support them better. And it was through that we launched ReachOutParents.com at the end of 2014. And it's not a parenting site as such, but it's solely for the provision of information and support for parents to support youth mental health of the same as our age range as our target audience, like 12 to 25-year-olds.
And has it been a big take-up of that service?
Currently, we're getting a fairly consistent 6,000 Irish visits a week to ReachOut.com. Yeah. The traffic is slightly smaller to ReachOutParents.com, but that's just that, we've greater awareness around ReachOut.com. We know the parents are still using both sites, if you know what I mean.
And what are the key issues that students are dealing with?
Anxiety seems to be a big issue today. Young people are presenting symptoms of anxiety themselves or to their parents. But also the concerns for parents are different at different times of the year. Parents are probably thinking about exams with a bigger lead-in time. They have money concerns around that and student finances at different times of year. But a lot of the core mental health information is quite similar in what young people and parents are accessing. But the one big difference is that parents feel that there's kind of a disconnect, that they don't understand the world of social media and the attraction for young people and how looking from the outside, it seems to be so addictive. And a lot of parents coming to us saying, they just have, my son or my daughter just won't look up from their phone. They won't have a conversation with me, or they come in from school, they're straight upstairs to the laptop. I don't know what they're doing. And that's a huge concern. They feel that they don't understand it and they don't feel equipped to have the conversation about it.
Yeah, and maybe frightened as I am.
And to be honest, every now and then there's a story in the media that doesn't help, particularly if you don't understand what young people are doing online and you hear a cyberbullying story, that's all you think that's going on, So a large component of what we do with ReachOutParents.com is explain what the different sites and apps are that are popular with young people, how they're using them, what they're doing on them, and how young people are communicating. And we have to remember that this kind of level of connectedness that we all have now, because we're all walking around with mini computers in our pockets now, it's new to all of us. So we're all learning to manage our relationship with technology and this level of being always on. We say online. Young people don't say online. They're just on. They're just on. They don't go online. They're just on. But it's about having those conversations, how to communicate with young people about it so that you know a level of information to start with so that they don't go, oh, you don't understand and block the conversation, It's about how to be a good digital citizen and how to impart that knowledge, and about the real world rules. Also to talk about things like, the level of connectivity that we have, talk about what's not good online behavior, like if there is a bullying issue, how to react to that, seeing sensitive material or violent or overly sexual material, that kind of thing. Those conversations need to be had. It's unfortunate they're not necessarily being discussed in school, but it's kind of, it's a conversation the parents need to have with young people. So to understand what that landscape is, and that's a big part of ReachOut.com. Also talking about the kind of sexting phenomena and how to have those conversations.
Are your services confined to the websites, or do you offer additional supports then?
All our services are online, and as I said, that sounds like we are huge advocates of the online world, and and advocates of technology. And we're just well aware that it's a double-edged sword in a way. So what we do is we would signpost to other services if that's necessary, face-to-face services or helplines or group services, and we explain how to access those on the site.
How well do you think the school structure supports what you're trying to do? Do you think there's a void there that you're having to fill?
I think it varies from school to school. And I think that's why the transition year allows schools an opportunity to explore things that they don't resource fully at other times of the year, at other stages within the school cycle. So there's a lot of freedom in that. There's a lot of creativity in what people are doing during their TY. So that's really effective. But at the same time, from first year to third year, then in the senior cycle, it's a shame that in some schools, the skills that you get to try or develop in TY are sort of left aside, for the exam subject.
And would you feel that maybe this obsession with points and the leaving cert, that's adding to the anxiety levels within students?
I think there's a lot of anxiety projected onto young people. I think a lot of young people put pressure on themselves. Definitely with some schools that we've talked to and deal with, that they say the academic pressure comes from themselves. I don't know if I shouldn't say it's totally from themselves.
I think it's
the wider world is zones in on those exams. The leaving cert, the point system, the CAO, it's a very strong thing in the Irish psyche,
in a very narrow
way. Yeah, and even though we talk about what are the top 6 jobs now that weren't the top 6 jobs 10 years ago, weren't even in the top 10, but the subjects in school haven't changed.
Yeah.
And I know you can't be changing all the time to suit what industry levels.
But there should be more flexibility.
Absolutely. And they can take a good few years to fully realise where their passions or their strengths are. There is a lot of anxiety for young people doing that whole system. But the wider world zones in on it too, really, and doesn't help in particular.
Yeah. If you were to sum up, say, in 30 seconds, in very simple terms, what are the best steps parents can do to connect with their son or daughter?
Basically, the most important thing in terms of parenting young people today, if they're addicted to online or not, or whatever you think is going on, communication is the most important thing. Ongoing, open communication, working out when young people can start to develop their own independence, but do that together, do that in a way that they're a part of that. Ongoing communication, paying an interest in their lives, what's going on for them, so that they feel that they actually are appreciated, will help their self-esteem, help them make better decisions. If you make better decisions if you come from a confident place. And if you're having trouble with communication, we recommend that, it's to get out and go for a walk together or go for a drive, have that non-confrontational shoulder to shoulder, so that you're not eyeballing them, basically, but it's a kind of a general, it's non-confrontational, and things will open up much easier. And try and make a habit of that, try and make a habit, so that it's not only when something's happened. So it's an ongoing paying attention and actually showing genuine interest in their lives and their thoughts and opinions and hopes and fears.
So at the end of the day, that's what counts most.
Yeah, absolutely.
To conclude then, Naoise, for both students and parents, where can they avail of your services?
Yeah, so for the site for young people is ReachOut.com, and the site for parents is ReachOutParents.com. So yeah, we'd encourage people to take a look in your own time, have a look around, see what's there. You might need some of the information now, but just to know that it's there and familiarise with yourselves with the support that's available.
Okay. Thank you very much, Naoise. Thank you.